I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing this, but I'm going to try and resurrect my mate Vince's MicroVision. I had some really useful comments on my last video, as always, so thanks very much for those. One in particular mentioned that they thought this chip might still be okay because there were a lot of dry solder joints on my original one, the one that I fixed. So he seemed to think that just by swapping the chip over, I've obviously replaced the solder and that's what's made it work. So I figure I might go back to Vince's. I've got a little socket, a 40-pin socket, which I'm going to try and solder onto here, well, the other side, and then I can slot the chip in. Now, in the process of removing Vince's, I did cause quite a bit of damage. I think there was a bit of damage there already, but I can see quite a few traces have been pulled, so those will need restoring as well. But again, it's good practice, so I'm prepared to give it a go and just see what happens. So let's do this. First things first, let's pop this in here. Seems to fit okay. And let's have a look at the damage under the microscope. Wow. It's worse than I thought. So we've got a missing trace here, here. That one looks okay. That one's lifted, but looks like it's still attached. That one, it looks like it's bent over on itself, but again, I can probably just solder that there. That might be okay. And then we've got one missing here, which I'm guessing just goes straight to this. Oh. But I can check that on my other one. We've got one missing here. And that one. Oh dear. It's kind of intact. Well, it's not remotely intact, but I think the trace is still there. Might get away with that. Those two have gone. That one's gone. That one's hanging in. Gone. And, ooh. Might get away with that one. So there's a bit of work to do. I think I'll start by soldering the ones that are there, and then we can worry about the rest of them. Let's start down here, because all of those look okay.
This seems like a good time to thank my Holy Hand Grenade patrons, Tidder and Taylor Helton. Thanks very much for your support, guys.
Sure about that one. That might be alright. I mean, they look okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traces to repair at the bottom. Right, I'll do the other ones at the top here now, and then we'll worry about the missing ones. Might be okay. Okay, so on the top row we've got 1, 2, possibly 3. I don't know about that one, I'll check it. and then this end one. Ah, it looks like it is still there, that. It's just, see if I can fold it back. No, it's just ripping. But essentially all I need to do is run a wire from there to there. That's okay. You can see that there's solder here, so I think this one was already broken, and I'm guessing this one was as well, and they had little wires running from them before anyway, and they just come off when I took the other chip off. So maybe, well, that's gone now. See if I can scrape back. Do it here. Okay, again, that one looks alright. Let's do this one. I think that one is also good. Seems okay. I just got attacked by a spider. Right, well, I think they're all on. So I'm just going to check continuity and make sure they go in where they should be going. I mean, it's not the prettiest, but who cares? Right, this one here. I can see there's a little tiny break there. Yeah, that one's not going where it should be. Now it's going where it needs to. Excellent. Right, so they are all going where they need to go now. So I'm just going to give this a clean up, and then I'm going to pop the chip in and see what happens. Let's pop it in. There we go. Now let's put it back together and let's see what it does. Right, okay, let's see what that does. Ah, okay. That is exactly what mine was doing, isn't it? Yep, so I think that is proof that the chip was faulty, I guess. And one thing Vince mentioned in his comment on my video is that he did a Mega Drive fix and he used a resistor. I think it was a 1K resistor, because one of them, when he did a diode reading, was showing as open. So I think I might do a diode reading on this chip and just see if there's any that don't give me a reading. And if so, maybe I could do the 1K resistor thing. I mean, I don't know whether it'll work. Maybe it is just for Mega Drive games. I don't know. It's not something I've done before. But Vince mentioned it, so I thought I'd give it a go. Right, so I guess I can use this as the ground. So if I put positive probe on ground, and let's just go across these pins. 1.9, 1.9. Right, that one is different at the end, but that is a ground, so that is normal, I guess. Ah, okay, that one's open. Yeah, I'm getting no reading off that pin there, the fourth one along. Hang on a minute. I'm not getting rid of the fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one, none of these. 9, 10. Okay, so I'm getting a reading there. And there. Not there. There. Wow. And that is another ground. So I don't think there's any point in doing that, because I'd have, what, 9 resistors or whatever it was just running around the place, even if it did work. It's just not, it's not going to be practical, is it? I think I'm going to look on eBay and see if I can pick one of these up. Right, well, I've just looked on eBay and they are expensive, quite expensive. $24.99, I think I saw one for, which was in the UK, which I could probably get delivered in the next couple of days. But I did find one, I think it was in Switzerland, £14, something like that. So I think I'm going to order that. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take to get here, but for £14, I think it's probably worth it to get this back up and running, if indeed, you know, it does get back up and running by swapping that chip out. Because there was still a problem with this when Vince had finished with it. There was still a couple of lines missing. But I suspect that might have been due to the trace damage. So hopefully I've repaired that. If I can swap this chip out, I think I might be able to get this working. So let's get that ordered. All the way from Switzerland. Nice. Aha. Nice. Right, well, let's take this one out. There we go. And we'll pop this new one in. Oops. There we go. Right, well, let's put this back together. And let's see what it's doing now. Why aren't these screws going in? Right, some of these screws aren't going in, but I'll worry about that later. Let's pop the batteries in. Right. That screw's just fallen out. Yeah, I'm not sure why they aren't going in. Might not have got this back together properly, but let's try it. You beauty. No, I definitely haven't got this back together properly. The buttons aren't pressing down. I've done something wrong. But that screen looks right to me. But it's getting there, isn't it? I just don't think it's fully back together.
I now make sure that I have reassembled it properly.
Let's try it with a bowling game. Nice. Yes! There's somebody at the door. It's typical. I get a strike and someone knocks on the door. Right, well, I mean, it's still not perfect, but it is working. So that chip was faulty from my original one. The replacement chip has worked, there are no lines on this screen anymore. So it's definitely better than it was. I think it does still have a problem with the buttons. The buttons aren't great, but they do work if you press them hard enough. I suppose all in all, it's better than it was when I shut up. It's better than it was when I'd finished with it to repair the other one, put it that way. So once again, thanks very much, Vince, for letting me use this. If you want it back, you're more than welcome to it now. It is still not great, but it's definitely the best I can do.